back again with another review, kind of going back to what I'm used to, which is Hot Toys. This is a classic review because Robocop is kind of an older figure. As I said before, it's part of the movie masterpiece made by Hot Toys. Here's the side of the box. The back, very typical Hot Toys, showing all the poses and all the details of it. So even in, let's see if I can find what year, 2006, this figure came out in 2006. If you just saw my Han Solo review, this figure came out a year after that. So this goes to show you how quickly the 1/6 industry was just picking up. Hot Toys had this big, great line, Robocop, and they had some other licenses like Aliens. This is classic Hot Toys holographic slipcover, and back in the day they would have actually movie posters, as this one is the original Robocop movie poster. Kind of missed that. I wish they would go back to that. And what does it look like behind this? Robocop did it, or Rambo I should say did it as well, but since then Hot Toys hasn't really been doing that. They've just been going in their own art direction. This is what the inside looks like. I gotta say once again, this is the first version, Robocop. So it's not the Robocop 3 version or the gun arm version. This is the very first one that Hot Toys released. Ed 209 came out at the same time as this one. They were released together, or this probably came out shortly after. So all the accessories it comes with the knife, gun, or sorry, hand, regular hand, two-fisted hands, open hand, his chest, which shouldn't be considered an accessory but is, the head also once again, and then the gun. Things to look for, you know, in this box if you ever find that on eBay is this. This is the first version, just how you can tell. This is underneath the slipcover. This is what the inside looks like. He's MM S10, so he was the 10th figure they released part of the movie Masterpiece series. And that's what the inside would look like. He's not in there. Comes separate. You have to put them together, which is a pain in the ass. So let's see what he looks like. He looks great, actually. For an early Hot Toys attempt, this is definitely one of the best figures they've ever made. Especially even for 2006, they early in their great sculpting, they did a great job with this. All this isn't painted on. This is sculpted into every little thing, all the little details, and then painted on top of it. This is a very early remnants of what they did with Iron Man. Did kind of a lot of the same stuff. He's not as posable as any of the other Hot Toys figures, but I mean, Robocop couldn't really bend in ways anyway in the movie. He couldn't do flips or anything, so they put these little springs right here so that you can move the ankle, and this is all connected and stuff. They chose a rubber body to put underneath the armor, so all the black parts are all rubber. And one of the greatest features that you won't find on any of the other Hot Toys collectibles other than the Sideshow one is that his leg opens up. Let me just get it open for you guys here. It's kind of tough a little bit. There you go. So that cracks open and you can put the gun in there. It's very delicate, so you kind of have to be careful with it because this isn't a toy, it's obviously a collectible, so just pop that right back in there and it's closed. On the gun, you can take out the magazine from the gun, which is a cool detail that the Hot Toys didn't even have to do. And is the helmet removable? There's two answers to that. First answer, no. And nowhere on the box does it say that it isn't. That is removable. So, but if you look closely in the lenses, there's eyeballs underneath, and if you tilt the head, you can see that there is a head underneath. There's a sculpt underneath. And when I first got this figure, I wasn't on any message boards and didn't read up on it. Didn't know it wasn't removable. So I took off the top helmet and looked at the sculpt and tried to put it back on, but didn't really quite fit back on as normal. So I tried to super glue it, but when I tried to do that, this lens part came off and I got super glue on it, so it was essentially ruined. And so what I did is I just put some nail polish on top of the lens to kind of cover it up, and it kind of looks alright. I'm still looking for on eBay a top part, this whole part right here, the helmet part, or just that part, just to replace it, because I know that it's not perfect. I mean, it's not the way it was intended, so it still looks the same, still looks great, not any flaws unless you look really close at it, but I know it's messed up, so it bothers me. I'll show you some pictures what it looks like so you guys don't do the same mistake. I took some pictures before I put the helmet back on of what it looks like, and so let me show you that now. So the likeness is close to Peter Weller's, not dead on, but I mean you can see it. If you ever do get this figure, the hardest part to put on for me was the head to the neck, because the neck is double jointed, I guess you want to call it, which is not how normal Hot Toys figures are. And you have to be careful with these guys because they're really delicate, the little hinges. I've seen other people break them trying to put the head on or stuff, so you gotta be careful with that. A lot of people recommend dipping it in hot water, boiling water, to loosen up the joints, or a blow dryer you put underneath where the whole joint of the head goes. You heat that up and usually it pops on pretty good, but it is really hard to put on. It's just usually just because this is moving back and forth and it just makes it harder. This figure is pretty tough to find. Even on eBay you expect to pay anywhere near $300 to more. You can get the version 2 that came with the gun arm. You're not going to get the nice box that I got or anything, but it's exactly the same figure and comes with the gun arm if you're into that. His nameplate's going to be different. It's not going to say, you know, Robocop like this, so if that bothers you, you might have to get that separately. But if you find this and you get a reasonable price, pick him up. And if you find a head replacement, give me a shout out on the comments page to help me out if you can. Otherwise, I'm stuck with this head until I find another one, I guess. He's a great figure. He's one of at least the top 10. If the head was replaced, he would be within my top 5. He's that good. So there's Robocop. Thanks for watching.